Boy, I almost started this without my hat. That would have been tragic. What is going on, everyone? I'd have heard about it for sure if I'd have done this thing without my hat on. Because I usually hear about it when I post a selfie without a hat. Sandra, the screen is blank for you. Refresh your page. Try refreshing the page. Sometimes LinkedIn can be a little glitchy. Welcome to the show, y'all. It's good to be here. I'm really excited about my guest tonight. I like his no BS approach to things, especially when it comes to being a man. Um, and not in a toxic masculinity kind of way, but in a this is what it means to be a man kind of a way. Real quick. Hey, Holly on Twitch. How are you doing, ma'am? Thank you for being here. Kenny D is in the house, although he had to put his real name uh, on his profile now. Melissa Mers, what's up, bestie? How are you, ma'am? So, real quick, shout out to sponsor Inky Black Design. Let's play their little promo video real quick. So Dana and Guy over at Inky Black designed my logo. Dana and Z at Mavens of Merch did all my merch stuff. You can get some merch at, let me see if I have, there it is. mavensofmerch.com/Chris-Hennessy. If you go get a t-shirt, a hat, or a hoodie, and you post a picture of it and tag me in it, you get a free 60-minute live stream strategy session. If you get a shirt, a t-shirt, or a hat, or a hoodie, a t-shirt, and a hat, or a hat, you send me the receipt, you get a free 30-minute session. So it's up to you. I got a website that is almost done. Just a few little tweaks on it, and it will be ready to go. And I'm super excited about that. Let's see who else joined. Thomas, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Jason McGowan, what's good, brother? What else? I feel like the banner is coming up really high tonight because it's covering all of my face when I put it up there. The comments are. That's really weird. Let's take that off, drop it down. All right. So enough with the intros, enough with me running my head. Let's get Sero out here. Sero.
Oh, what's up, guys?
What's good, brother? How are you?
I'm alive. I'm breathing. That's good enough these days.
Right.
Chris, I heard you got a new website going. What's going to be on there?
Just a basic rundown of who I am, what I do, the services I provide, all that kind of stuff. It'll have a link to the merch page. It will be I was almost fixing to give you my email address. It'll be hitproductions.live. If you want to go look at it, you can. It's not finished yet, but it is getting close. It is almost there.
Yeah.
What's up, Sri? What are you doing in Lubbock? You're a long way from home.
Yeah, that is pretty long. Dang.
Enrique is here. Alka Howard is here.
Oh, what's up,
we got all kinds of folks showing up to see you. What are you drinking tonight? I don't think he's drinking anything. I think he's more worried about working out right now.
Actually, Ken's kind of right. I started to drink a supplement. I'm not a supplement dude, but I found a mushroom-based collagen supplement, and for all I know, the guy's actually here in the room. He's like on a fungi conquest to show everybody that, like, whatever illness you have, you gotta eat mushrooms, basically. I finally listened to him, and he's kind of right. Now, before my workout, I'm not drinking like a workout supplement powder or like, bro powder, which is what I call it. No, I'll eat a few of the mushrooms that he mentioned, and now I'm drying those mushrooms, powdering them, putting them in water, drinking it, then going for the workout. Brother, I need to stop myself from exercising.
Really?
Because I'm not, because like, especially after a heavy lift day, I don't care who you are on here, you got a physical limit.
Right.
Maybe you could run 6 hours a day straight. Maybe you could lift 300 pounds deadlift, no problem. but you got a limit. I have yet to find my limit with these mushrooms. Magic mushrooms. This guy.
They sound magic, don't they, Enrique?
Right? It does. So, and then the only reason why I lift these are real light. But I mean, I don't know what everybody else's workday is like, but today it was 6 hours straight in front of the computer. I'm not really using my arms.
Right.
I'm just using my mouse finger. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And then I'm going to go exercise. Well, my hips are tight. My shoulders are tight. My neck is tight because I've been sitting.
Right.
And I'm going to try to jump into an exercise. I'll probably injure myself and then come back the next day, try to work with my wrist messed up or my shoulder messed up or my neck, sit in front of the computer longer hours, make it even worse. So, I mean, I'm not doing this to show off. I'm doing it because I have to.
Right.
I don't know about y'all, but I gotta undo some of the temporary damage from sitting all day. 12 hours.
I agree. Field. I get stiff as hell after sitting here all day. Some days I'm here 10 or 12 hours. You know,
I'm starting to listen to what Enrique just said about the standing desk. Because I got a sitting desk and I don't think it's really working out for me.
Yeah, whenever I'm working in the process of building a home office / studio, and I'll have a standing desk in there for sure. I've already got it on my wish list. Like I have one picked out.
Oh, nice.
I'll have it. Yep. Because it gets old. It gets old sitting here all the time, man.
I think the reason why it's getting old, at least for me, is because I'm starting to do calls with people and I see them standing up. And I'm like, hold up a sec. I'm supposed to be the dude that's a little more healthier than the average person. And I don't have a stand-up desk, but you do.
Right.
And it's like, after a certain while, I don't have any more excuses. I don't think I ever really did.
Have you seen those walking mats for those standing desks? It's basically like a small treadmill that goes on the floor for your standing desk where you can walk and move while you're working. I know a couple people that have them.
Does this mean we're moving to the human hamster age?
Yeah, maybe so, dude.
wait. I shouldn't be laughing at those people because guess what I'm going to do after this live stream?
You're going to go look at those mats, aren't you? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, see, Melissa's one of them. She's the first person I heard of that has one. She has a walking mat, and she has it in front of her desk, and she stands there and walks while she's working and on meetings.
Oh, okay. Well, at the same time, it becomes I just realized it can become an icebreaker too, because like they'll kind of notice your shift and left right. They'll be like, "What are you doing?" You'll be like, "I'm on a stand up." Yeah, but why are you swinging around? Oh, I'm actually walking right now. What?
Right.
You're on a video call with me and you're walking?
Yeah.
It's like that one guy that does a video call from everywhere and he's got a portable green screen behind him.
Yeah.
He'll be biking. He'll be doing like an MMA fight.
Yeah.
He'll be trying to fish. Right. So if that guy can do it, so can we.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, man. So tell us, I mean, everybody knows who you are. You're all over LinkedIn, but tell us exactly what you do and who you work with and what your 10 miles a day.
10 miles. Damn. That's not a joke, man.
I know that's worth looking into, isn't it?
Yeah. Now Melissa's got my attention. No, I'm serious. Because now you're talking my language. When you tell me it will allow you to keep walking, that sounds great. So that your back doesn't start to seize up from standing, right? Mm-hmm. Your joints get a little bit of blood in them too. But now you're really talking my language. Because when you say 10 miles a day, I have to shove that into the end of my day or the beginning of my day. Mm-hmm. But when I get to spread that out throughout the day, Melissa, you're talking my language.
That's a lot of movement.
Yeah. Yeah. So when you talk to physical therapists and you want to be selling that, mention that. Ask them, did they walk 10 miles a day? No, they didn't.
Right.
They could have, because guess what? What do you do after you take care of a patient? You got to write down some notes. Mm-hmm. The note-taking process is like half the amount of time you spent with your patients in a whole day. So you spent 4 hours with the patient total. You got to spend 2 hours writing notes.
Mm-hmm.
You're sitting down while you write those notes.
Right.
Right. So you ever want to sell them, you pitch them, let me know. I'll give you all the pain points.
Yeah, Melissa, that's Melissa Berry. And it'd be hard for me to concentrate and walk or talk on a meeting and walk at the same time. I think I'd have to try it. I'm kind of clumsy. Like I always joke around, I can't chew gum and walk. I may not be able to hold a meeting and walk. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was gonna say if I get on a call and I gotta really talk passionately, I
Yeah.
love walking around.
Yeah, right.
But at the same time, now that you mention it, if I sit down, I am a little more careful with what I say. Whereas where I'm talking and walking, I can talk in circles, I can rant.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if I gotta look at you like this, I gotta stay focused. Yeah, I'm way more brief and concise. But to answer your question, what the hell am I doing now? I'm a coach for high performing dads, and very simply put, I don't hold their hands. I'm not a silver bullet. I'm not gonna bring you world peace. I'm not gonna help you remarry, with your ex-wife. All I'm here to do is to make you the great father that you want to be, to put you on that path. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't go any more than that. I don't go any further. If you want to, that's great, but I'll pass you on to somebody else, a coach that I know can handle that. Because one of my strengths, I know my limitations.
Mm-hmm.
And my limitations are I cannot bring you from absolute ground zero. You're 400 pounds. You're about to file for bankruptcy. Like, I can help you out. I could be empathetic, but I can't be sympathetic yet. I'm not strong enough to do that. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
strong enough to come down to your level and bring you up with me to my level. I just got to where I'm at. I just got over my cancer and my tumors. I just got over losing my family, being single now, needing to essentially reassess what to do with life. And this is why I'm really careful with the clients I take on. This is why I say high performing dads. You got to have done some of the work on your own.
Right.
That when I don't have any pet peeves except this one. If you come to me for help, you've got to have tried something on your own first. And I'm not saying attempted, really tried it. And you're struggling and you're failing. Then you come to me.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta see that you're trying something on your part. I gotta see that you're at least somewhat in. Maybe not all in yet, but you're somewhat into it. How? Demonstrate to me that you're actually trying. Attempting
Mm-hmm.
is not enough. I gotta really see you try it out on your own. And you know what? I'm gonna respect you more for it. If I see you tried this out on your own and you fumbled, I will respect you so much more. I'm going to want to spend even more time with you, even though how much you pay me is the same. How much you try, I'm going to try twice as much.
Right.
I'll just leave it at that. So if there's anything else I missed out here, let me know, Jacob.
I know.
So I'm trying to pay attention, but the comments are just too funny, man.
Say, man, I'll be in the middle on my other show, Ending the Stigma. It's about the stigmas associated with felons, and we get into some really deep conversations. We joke and kid around, but I mean, it gets really deep and really serious. And we'll be right in the middle of something serious, and Jacob will pop in with some old craziness and just have me just over here rolling. And the guest doesn't know to look at the comments half the time, especially if they've
Right.
never been on a live stream, right? So
Right.
they'll be over there. I'm over here just rolling, and they're looking at me like I have lost my ever-loving mind.
Especially if somebody's telling you, yeah, and that's when I realized, I almost committed suicide. And then you see
Yeah,
Jacob on the side, like
yeah,
trying to keep a straight face. You want to hear something real messed up? I know someone who runs a addicts retreat, one of the really, really expensive ones. And he actually, this is what he tells, and now I tell my clients this This is what he tells everyone after the first time that he introduced them to the process. At the end, he'll tell them, you know, I know you're here. You're already doing better. By the way, don't take suicide off the table. He's joking, but he'll say it seriously. And he goes, every time people crack up when they hear it, because can you imagine? That's how fucked your life is, that when someone makes a joke about suicide, you actually thought it was funny.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, that's how I know who truly considered to kill themselves and who's just starting to dabble with the idea. He goes, if they laugh, they are absolutely considering it. If they haven't already actually tried it and then came. So I was like, that's some pretty heavy shit. That's some pretty fucked up joking, but it gets straight to the truth.
Yeah.
And what do we say about jokes? There's a truth in every joke.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
And that's what I tell. Last week, one of my clients was mentioning about like what do you do about, how do you cope with your past thoughts, traumas? You know, you've blacked that part out of your life, but it still comes back. Everybody's got skeletons in their closet, right? That doesn't go away. You're never going to get rid of that. Any mistake you made in the past that you're still dwelling on, it's not going away.
Right.
I got to cope with that my whole life. There's something you've done in your life. You know you could have done better, but that's hindsight. I can't judge you for that. You know, now you know what you know. But when you look back at it, you go, man, I'm a better Chris now. Why did I do that? That will bother you the rest of your life. It's supposed to. So the client was asking me, how do you get past the idea that your marriage, you know, failed and this and that? I go, I don't. You're not supposed to.
Right.
And anybody that tells you keep your skeletons in your closet and they will stay there has never actually opened the door to that closet. You got to open it. You got to check them out. You got to see what kind of skeletons you got there. No pun intended. I know Halloween's coming up.
Right.
But instead of putting on a mask this Halloween and a costume, you've already put on a mask.
Right.
It's a self-imposed mask. How about you take it off and look in the mirror? Take your shirt off. Take that costume off that you wear every day. Look in the mirror. Tell me if you smile the moment you look in the mirror.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't, the first thought in your mind is not, man, I'm so damn proud of myself. You're fucked. Yeah. It's okay if you don't smile. What's not okay is what I see on LinkedIn. Everybody tries that test and they fail it, but they act like they're smiling. It's okay if you're not smiling.
Right.
Right. So I'll ask people, I go, how's the test? How's the mirror test for you? What'd you write down? It's a really simple test, right? Takes you 5 seconds. Jacob. Fuck Jacob. See, but that's what it's all about. That should be your reaction. What Jacob's saying, I like to make smiley faces. That should be your reaction immediately. Yeah. If that's not your immediate reaction, you got some shit you got to deal with.
Yeah.
Okay. The mirror test doesn't lie. You can't point your finger at anybody. Right? It's you versus you. So instead of someone telling you, someone trying to force that aha moment out of you, you just did it against yourself.
Yeah.
You could point the finger all you want. You're pointing it at yourself now.
Yeah.
And it's a big, big awakening, because then the client realized that they actually hired me just because their personal life was starting to interfere with their work life. When they come to that aha moment, it's fucking crushing, man. Because they think they're hiring me just so that they can curb their emotional life, be able to buffer it as much as possible so that they can handle their work. Because it's starting to affect their work finally. Yeah. After years of neglecting yourself, not being in the moment with your family, it's catching up. Guess what a midlife crisis is? You're a father, you're a family person, and you don't even know who you are anymore. That's what an actual midlife crisis is. You've let yourself go over all the years. It's just starting to manifest itself into a physical problem. So that's what I'm here for. I'm here to show these high-performing dads that their ego's not going to get it. It's not going to cut it. It hasn't been. And how much longer are they going to wait till they can convince their ego, hey, ego, you're not enough, brother. We need to ask for help here. But the ego doesn't want help. The ego thinks it could do it on its own, right? Yeah. Well, it's a rude awakening, but it's an awakening you need. My awakening was a life-death experience. That's not supposed to be how you wake up. You know? You shouldn't need to have a gun to your head to wake up. But unfortunately, that's what I see. The people who have woken up, they had to eat untold buckets of shit. They had to have a near-death experience. I don't know anyone that's done it in an easy way. In fact, I want to know if there's anyone here who has completely restored themselves, who has killed off their old self and themselves again. The person they used to be when they were in their teens, listening to the music you used to love, watching the movies you used to love. If you figured out how to do that without almost losing your life, I want to know. Yeah. I will be all ears. You want to talk about it for 3 hours straight? I will shut my mouth and I will listen. Because I don't know anyone that has got to this point without eating untold buckets of shit, without almost losing their life, or without losing a loved one. And I'm not talking about death from natural causes. And even then, that's still not enough sometimes. Yeah. It's just too easy to get back into autopilot.
Yeah, that autopilot's a killer.
Yeah. So last I checked, you're a dad, aren't you?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, I got 4 dogs. Does that count?
Yeah, that definitely counts. What are you talking about? Of course that counts. No, I mean it. That really counts. My dog's my baby.
Yeah, mine too. I got 4 of them. They are my babies for real.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
They're part of the family. Now, what if I told you I could give you a promotion today? What if I told you Gary Vee is going to hire you for a live stream, but you got to get rid of all your dogs and you'll never see them again?
Yeah, I don't think so.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
But then that's actually what we do in real life. That's what I did until I woke up. That's what my clients do until they wake up, or they don't, because it's just too fucking painful to wake up. It's too painful to realize you actually did choose your work over your family. No one wants to hear that, man. Right. You know? So you just told me you'd never give up your dogs. Even if Gary Vee said, hey, I'll hire you. In fact, maybe he's testing you. Maybe he's testing to see just how much character does Chris have? Is he willing to let go what is most precious to him, what he loves the most?
Right.
Over a snap, over money? Or is he going to be a man of integrity and character, and he's going to stand his ground and say, I can't say that. I can't say no. I cannot. I'm not going to let go of my babies. For all I know, it's a test.
Right.
I don't know. All I know is that every time you don't stand up, a little bit of you just dies inside and you can't get it back.
For real, man. That's true. I like that. Every time you don't stand up.
Every single time. The other saying that I love that's stuck in my head ever since waking up is pride comes before the fall. The other thing that's stuck in my head is the beauty of life is only seen right before the fall. So right before you lose every single thing you have, that's when you see the absolute beauty of life too. The other saying that's stuck in my head is great minds think alike, greater minds think differently. And that really sticks today because in a very homogeneous narrative culture, where if you ask a question that's not homogeneous, you're a problem. You're a nail that's stuck out that needs to be hammered back in. But we just talked about how being heterogeneous in life is actually better for you. So
all right. So what is heterogeneous for us people that don't know?
okay.
There it is.
So for us, so it could be a mix.
Diverse in
Sorry, I'm using
character
too
or
many
content.
scientific terms here.
No, you're good. Yeah, explain it to us. Google says it's a diverse in character or content.
Yes.
They don't involve substances in different phases, incommensurable through being
like
of different kinds, degrees, or
I like
dimensions.
that one too.
Yeah.
I like that part too. And what I use my LinkedIn journey. Everything I've learned about myself isn't because of what I saw on LinkedIn. It's because people on LinkedIn forced me to do a few of those things. One of them, start journaling, is what they told me. Second, make a video. Making a video was probably the hardest thing. There's no way I would have gone on this live stream maybe like about a year ago. No way.
Really?
No way. Fuck no. So what happened? A lot of you, this name may ring a bell. Doug Lawson, Doug Lawson.
Yep.
Okay, Doug forced me. I mean, just short of showing up and physically forcing me, Doug forced me to make videos. Doug's like, you got to make a video and then watch yourself. He's like, you're your own therapist, basically. And the video is the therapist. And the video doesn't have any judgment or opinions on you. It's just showing you what you're like from the outside. That made me realize a lot of things about myself. That is the reason why I became a coach for high-performing dads. I didn't choose it. I made videos. You learn about yourself from videos. You learn about the image that you have of yourself and the actual image of you that other people see. And that's what video allows you to do. It brings those two together. And that's why I'm a damn coach, man. The more I made videos, the more people talked about it, the more people told me which part of the videos resonate. And the more it helped me, it became my therapy, man. Like creating videos now, it's easy. It wasn't before. Now it's I actually have to do it. I need it as therapy. So for example, if I talk about I don't know, this journey that you asked me about, and I see everybody commenting on a video that I post about that journey, what does that do? One, that tells me that you're not the only person going through that journey.
Right.
Two, maybe someone has actually got a fucking answer out there.
Right.
Maybe they've been through the same exact thing as you've been through, because we're not that unique, man. We're not that special. Right. There's a lot of us out there. So maybe there's somebody out there. The female version of me, for all I know, is a carbon copy of me, but the female version. And they've been through what I've been through. So if I make a video post about I went through this and I did that to get out of it, and then they post a video, oh yeah, I was there 10 years ago. This is what helped me get through it. I want to hear that. And that's what started to happen. The more I expressed myself, the more people expressed themselves, and the more I knew what I needed to do. So
video is such a great way to do that, man. Like it's like you're right. It is kind of therapy, especially if you have something on your mind. And I've done that before, live streaming, just do a random pop-up live. If I have something on my mind that I want to talk about that I don't want to shoot a video for, I'll just go live.
Oh, I get you.
And spend, however long. Usually I think I'm going to go about 10 minutes and I end up talking for about 20 or 30. Especially when people start showing up and commenting. But as you're talking and saying it, your process, I know it.
I'm sorry, man.
I'm trying to ignore him. I'm trying like hell to ignore him. He cracks me up. Like he forgot he's over here. He forgot we were even here. Him and Aaron and Melissa are just having a party in the comments.
And Fiona's kind of right, man. Fucking.
And Fiona's like in the conversation, commenting on it, trying to get her comments in between Aaron and Jacob and Melissa. I love it.
Oh man, got him. Yeah, you win, Jacob. You happy?
No, it's not nuts or preachy, Fiona. You got to do it. If it's on your mind, then do it.
Yes. Yes, you got to.
It'll help you. It'll help somebody else. And I'm just waiting for whenever you go live, Fiona. You've been talking about it, getting up the nerve and the getting ready.
Yeah, exactly. So I can go on her live and say, "Is anybody watching this?" Yeah, that's right. Fiona. I'm coming.
Right.
I'm gonna return that favor. I promise.
We made Jacob's night. He's so happy. He done got us all kinds of off track here.
Yeah, well,
real.
He better be happy. Well, one day the chickens are gonna come home to roost, and we're gonna live roast them. All right. So careful, Jacob. You may get what you wish for. All that attention.
Yeah,
we're gonna roast you live, brother.
He, Jacob was on my very first live stream. The very first one I ever did. Jacob was there with short hair.
Oh, that's not a Jacob I know.
Short
hair. Damn.
Short hair.
Was this like 5 years ago?
No, it was about a year and a half ago.
Oh, okay. Because his hair looks like it's been definitely growing out. So. Life is so good.
All he heard was chicken. Oh, a good roast. I ought to do that. Comedy Central does roast. I don't know if they still do. I hadn't watched Comedy Central in years, but they used to do the Comedy Central roast of,
They did.
Flavor Flav and all these other comedians and stuff. I need to get Jacob on and we roast somebody, like do somebody that's fairly well known, like Doug Lawson, or get him to bring Travis Lochner on, or Luke Matthews or something, and just roast the hell out of them.
Okay, but here's the thing. Roasting is going to get them a lot of eyes.
Yeah.
Luke doesn't deserve those eyes. Let's get someone who deserves those eyes. Luke doesn't need more eyes.
I know, but I like the hell out of Luke. You can't help it because he'll roast somebody in a heartbeat and then DM him and be like, "Look, bro, I'm just messing with you, right?" He's got such a big he is, man. He's got such a big heart. You know what I mean? Like he's salty as hell, but he's really got a big old heart.
And then after he DMs him saying that, the next day he'll shit on him again.
We ought to do that, Jacob. We need to do that. We need to have a roast, man. Be thinking about it, and I'll bring you on and we'll do it.
Man, there was something. One of my he didn't turn into a client yet, but we're still talking. He he roasted himself while I'm trying to do discovery, while I'm trying to uncover like the typical sales prospecting, right? Like uncovering pain points. The guy starts roasting himself, and I can't help it, man. I start laughing. I'm trying to stay serious, and I'm asking him like, hey, if I could wave a magic wand, what kind of a father do you want to be? Like 5 years from now, 2 years from now, whatever. And the shit he starts saying, man, I was like, dude, you're fucking funny. Like you should do stand up. Like I wasn't exaggerating. I'm like, you're just coming up with this on the fly. We didn't prepare for this call. You didn't prepare notes, right? You're just talking to me. We're 2 hours into a call.
Yeah.
And I go, you seriously should consider stand up. He goes, I would, except I'm in Colombia. Nobody here speaks English. So that actually gave me an idea. And now you just told me about the roast. You just gave me an idea. Live stream stand-up comedy.
Mm-hmm.
Because what happened during the pandemic? All those places shut down, right? Joe Rogan is talking about that the second to last podcast episode. They're having trouble filling up these comedy places. Like before, there used to be a line out, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's not really a line anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want comedy stores to go up, to fold up. That's where Joe got his bearings.
Right.
That's why we all know him, is because he was a comedian first.
Right.
Same with Bill Burr. Man, the shit that
Yeah.
guy says. So I don't want these guys to go away.
Do you know Jeff Wallner on
I heard of him.
LinkedIn?
Why?
He's a comedian. He does stand-up comedy. He does speech writing, roasts. That's what he does, right? He was on the show at the beginning of the year, and dude, he was freaking hilarious. Just prefer sit-down comedy. Oh my God, Jacob. Is that when you're on the toilet, Jacob? Is that when your best stuff comes?
What's the compromise between stand up and sit down?
Ooh, that's an uncomfortable position. Nobody wants to be stuck in.
I have a feeling that's where Jacob wants to be. He's like,
Yeah,
I'm not
exactly.
happy. He's like, he just prefers sit down, but he doesn't prefer standing up either. He's not telling us exactly what he likes. He's just naming some preferences.
Right.
And he just successfully stole the live stream. Congratulations.
He did that. Yeah, I know it, man.
You son of a. Anyways, funny guy. Squad comedy. okay, but actually, not jokes aside, there is a meme. Shit, I wish I could share it on here. There is a meme that I started to share that a dad had posted on Twitter, and it's actually super true. I think I already shared it with you. It's a meme around poop, kids and poop. So I hope nobody on this live stream works for Child Protective Services. Anyway, so kids
Sero's
and
going
poop.
to jail.
Seriously, don't let this guy close to any parents, any kids. He just talks about people all the time, So, but it's a true story where he's trying to get his kid to smile. I think he's actually a professional photographer. So this dad is trying to get the kid to smile. And what happens when you ask your kid to smile for a stupid photo? I hate posing for photos because it's so unnatural. So what does a kid do when you ask them to smile?
I've seen that meme, yeah.
But what happens when you say poop? Oh, that's funny. And
yeah, I know.
you get a nice natural smile from your child. But it's not just natural. They're smiling ear to ear. They think it's the funniest shit in the world. And then you show that picture to people. They don't know that you said poop so that your child can smile, right?
Right. Yeah.
So Jacob is that dad. I just realized that. Jacob is the dad.
Oh yeah, that's gonna holler poop every time.
Yeah. And or even worse, what he'll do is he'll take a picture of somebody else's kid and he'll say poop to make them smile. And then he'll go to the parent and be like, look, I made your kid smile. How come all your other family photos suck? And I got one photo of your child and mine, your kid smiling in it. And they'll be like, wow, what's your secret? And all that stuff. Let me hire you. Well, they'll hire him. And they won't know that his secret is just to say poop right before you take that photo. That's Jacob.
Exactly.
And he'll never tell the client how he did it. And the kids will tell the truth, but the parents will never believe it. Like, kids, how did he do it? How did he make you guys smile so naturally in each and every photo? Oh, well, he just made us say poop. They'll be like, all right, go play, go have fun. They won't even believe it. And kids will be honest.
Can you see Jacob showing up for a photo shoot with a bag full of Taco Bell and some Baja Blast and an iPhone to take the pictures with, talking about, let's do it.
Come on, kids. Let's go with this photo shoot. Go ahead and smile. So, and he has to wear that bow tie too that he's got in his profile.
Yeah, the bow tie in the profile picture. Yep.
Yeah. You gotta wear that bow tie, and preferably an entire shirt of that meme. With the boy fake smiling versus poop saying poop smiling.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Oh, but then that may give it away to the parents. They may find out after a while. Like, so that's your secret? You're just saying poop to our kids? What the fuck, man? We're paying you twice the price to take photos, and all you're doing is just saying poop.
Right. And he's giving them a selfie stick so they can take their own picture.
And then they're going to start to say, no, it's not a selfie stick anymore. It's a poop stick.
Jacob, you're fixing to quit working for Shay and you're fixing to go to work for yourself, brother.
Yeah,
We've got it all figured out for you.
We do. Actually, these are his next set of TikTok videos.
It is, man.
So
he's fixing to, or either that or he's fixing to integrate it into what he's doing for Shay and content marketing and all that kind of stuff. He's fixing to integrate all this.
All in one.
You're welcome, Jacob.
I see. So I got an idea for him. For example, Venice Beach Boardwalk here in LA. It's like you get all sorts of people, all demographics. And it's a super public place too, and it's very recognizable. If you go to a place like that and you see people's kids and you go, hey, listen, I can make your kids smile in a natural photo and the best photo that you've taken on this entire trip. Because most people there are there to visit LA. And he'll be like, $20 for the photo. They're like, nah, that's not possible. They're like, okay, if I go take a photo with your child in front of you and your child smiles in that photo, will you give me $20? Like a natural photo. And then he goes and he secretly says, whispers poop, and he makes them smile and he takes the photo and he shows it to the parents. The parents are going to give him that 20.
Yeah.
I actually would pay for that, because there really have been times, like a birthday. A birthday is one of the best times you like to get the kids in a natural state, right? But what happens in front of the stupid birthday cake? Everyone fake smiles. All right, smile for the birthday. No. I want Jacob there. I'm gonna have Jacob at parties now. Dude, I just realized 60% of this live stream was Jacob.
Yeah, I know it. He got all kinds of free publicity here.
Dude, I think he just got a new job.
He did get he just got a new job, and he just got another new job.
Oh, wait, seriously?
Yeah.
Oh, no wonder he's so cheeky today.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I say it's been a few weeks ago or something, but it's new. He quit working for Enterprise, the rent-a-car place, and went to work teaching, coaching, content marketing for Shay Rowbottom.
There you go.
Yep.
I don't blame him. He's funny as fuck.
I don't either. Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
So I got lots of, you got a lot of jobs. Now you got to go take pictures of kids saying poop. So yeah, you're going to be pretty busy, man.
Yeah. Hey, Aaron, to what you're talking about there, Aaron, I love whenever I need a feel good thing, I like watching those, like YouTube videos of strangers on the street, just telling somebody they're really beautiful, just randomly walking up to strangers and being like, hey, you're really beautiful, and just watching the look on their faces and the reaction. It's really cool. Oh, it'll get you all in the feels.
That is really cool. I actually haven't seen those videos. I should check that out.
Yeah.
I like, oh man, I'm going to mess up his last name. Jason Lebowitz, I think, from XXO. Mm-hmm. I love his TikTok videos where he'll ask all sorts of people about like what do you think is the most important thing in a relationship, or like what do you think is gonna be the key to keeping your relationship like together, or what I saw you guys are so happy walking down the street together, like what is it that what's the fulcrum of your relationship? But like the way he asks it is so disarming that you can't help but just pour out your heart to him. And he's really got that down too. Like the way he approaches you and just totally disarms you. Yeah, you start talking about like your personal life. So man, some of the videos that he posts on LinkedIn, because he'll take them from TikTok and repurpose them on LinkedIn. Yeah. Well, one of them was like, I think it's like an 18-year-old girl, and she spit like stoic wisdom, man, about dating. Yeah, where I was like, damn, I just learned something from an 18-year-old about dating.
Wow.
And I'm in my 30s. Shit. Maybe I need to start, paying more attention to his TikTok, because he's asking those straight questions that I mean, imagine if I asked that kind of question on LinkedIn. It's not going to bode well. But he asks it, and the way he asks it and the tone in which he asks it, you can't help but want to answer.
Right.
So I've been trying to surround myself with people like that are just naturally capable of really organically engaging with someone. So as fun as Jacob is online, I'm actually curious if he's able to be like that in person too. Because if he is, man, that's some fucking power.
I bet he is.
All right, then we got to do a real roast by checking him out.
And I may I don't have anybody for the season opener in January, so that may be the season opener. Is bring Jacob on and do a roast.
Do a roast, yeah. But we also gotta bring up some really funny topics for him to roast the shit out of, which I think there's actually more than enough these days.
Yeah.
Well, like the first one that comes off the top of my mind, LinkedIn is not Facebook. We totally got to roast him about that. There's a lot of stuff we could. What else? Cancel culture. Could definitely roast him about that. Man, half the shit Jacob said here could have got him canceled.
I know.
So there's that. Speaking openly like this, God forbid we do this and we post it on LinkedIn with cuss words.
Right.
Oh, goodness. What will the adults do? What will they do themselves? You know, because all these adults listening to these cuss words, what's happening to our society?
Yeah.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the US dollar is devalued by 50% in 2 years.
Yeah, I know it.
Oh, but fuck, shit, and ass is a big problem. Okay, fine. Actually, you know what? I nominate Jacob for the Speaker of the House. Yeah. Speaker of the House. Seriously.
Yeah.
Because he looks the part at least from the profile pic. He looks the part. And I can actually see him on that podium with the White House, Washington, D.C., all that behind him. I can actually imagine that behind him and people expecting him to say something serious. And then he just shit comments all over people, until they start asking him real, actual questions.
I'd love to see him as the press secretary and be the one that all the press is asking questions to.
Yeah, exactly. So like if they ask questions like, what do you think is going to be the future of our country? Oh, well, we were fucked a long time ago. But did you see that outside? Right. So like, anyways, I actually appreciate people like him. I want to make that real clear. I'm not bagging on him.
No, for real.
I'm totally bagging on him, but it's out of love.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a difference. And besides, life is funnest when it's at someone else's expense. And
right.
He very, very clearly appreciates that.
He does.
And I cannot help but appreciate people who appreciate that. I can't help but respect them.
Yeah.
Because that's what I think is missing the most out of these days. Fucking make fun of yourself, man. Make fun of your situation. Stop normalizing mass layoff in SaaS sales, in sales period. Make fun of it. Okay?
Right.
Nobody likes to hear the complaining, but everybody loves a good joke. Fucking make fun of it. Make fun of those leaders. Okay? Chris Bogue is killing it with that, by the way.
Oh my gosh, I know it.
I don't know if anybody saw his latest Halloween video. Check it out. Because it's really fucking funny. And it did actually scare me at the end. And I'm not going to tell you what.
No, don't tell me. I hadn't seen it yet.
Okay, good. I won't tell you, but I actually got it. It surprised me.
Yeah.
And he's making fun of the whole process of, like, are you serious? You actually think a total of 8 different phone calls, touch points, 4 different emails, 2 different meetings is better than just one video message? Right. And so he's trying to show people that instead of doing all these touch points, you just make one video. That's it. One good video. One funny video. The humor is his key, right? And that's why we're all listening to Jacob.
Exactly. That's why he stole the show tonight.
It's his humor. So everybody else listening in and loving what Jacob was saying, learn from it. Start to add humor in your posts. Talk about real topics. I don't want to see those whitewash sales and marketing posts anymore. Honestly, everybody here is sick of that shit.
Yeah.
Even the people posting it. I know a little piece of you dies every time you post a post about it. These are the 3 ways to increase sales. So instead, how about you add some humor in there? These are the 3 ways to make sure that nobody will ever buy from you because you don't deserve the money. I don't know. Add something to it. Get creative with it. Okay, I can only come up with so much. Y'all got different experiences, different exposures, different taste in music, food, all that stuff. That means your jokes are going to be different than mine. Okay, and I want to hear that shit. So, for example, Pfizer charging, what is it, $100 per shot now or something like that? It's like, make fun of that shit.
Right.
Come up with some clever humor. I'm gonna engage on your post because of it.
Yeah, like Rowan Archer. That boy be tripping me out, man.
His post from this morning, I can't recall it, but yeah, it is pretty funny. He commented on one of my posts. He commented on one of the posts where I was calling out Ryan Rolansky, actually. And I was like, all right, like right after I posted that post, I'm like, I'm getting banned from LinkedIn. And because I was calling out Ryan Rolansky in a serious way. And then Rowan makes a comment and I was like, you know what? That was smart. If I made this even more humorous rather than just a dash of humor, just a little more humor, suddenly you're not in hot water.
Right.
Suddenly, if the other person tries to cancel you, everybody knows the person who canceled you is in the wrong.
Yeah.
You were joking around. You were messing around. The person that wants to cancel the Joker is the villain. If that made any sense. Did we just get what I thought we just got?
Yeah, we did. Somebody's
that's got to be Jacob.
My fucking YouTube over here. No, it's
that's
not.
Jacob for sure. Oh, that's a YouTube.
Oh, come on. That's on YouTube.
That's not LinkedIn. Oh boy, is this the first time it happened? If it's the first time, you should be glad because that means you're doing something right. You're becoming more popular. Maybe too popular.
It's happened before. Hang on, I'm going and reporting all these. Damn. All right, we got to go anyway. I'm at time, actually a little bit over time, but that's okay. The conversation was good. No show next week, y'all. Off in 2 weeks. We'll be back with Allison Potter. So Allison does some really cool stuff. She works with an organization that helps people who don't have the money for travel expenses to say goodbye to their loved ones that may be across the country or even in another country that are dying. She works with an organization that helps get the family to the dying loved one so they can say their final goodbyes.
Whoa.
Yeah. So that's going to be a really cool conversation. I had a Zoom call with her a month ago or a month and a half ago. Super cool lady. Super cool thing that she does. So I'm looking forward to talking with her. So that will be in 2 weeks. Go get your merch. Sero, thank you so much, man. This was awesome. I enjoyed it.
Me too, brother.
Yeah, if Jacob was still here, I'd tell him thank you, but he's gone. Yeah, I think that's it. Y'all have an amazing evening. Good night.
You too. Thanks, Chris. Bye, everybody.